Hey everyone, if you're out there, it's Gerald. Hope all is well with you. Rough Artist, Ron, also as well, Intel Wild. Unfortunately, the Lakers are still being the Lakers. So far, Lakers down by 10, 14-4. Hello, FL 24. About time we got an easy basket. 14-6. What's up, Juan? What's up, Kurt? What's up, Blue? I know, Blue. I must be a glutton for punishment. I got a story for probably there's a story related to this game I'd like to tell, but I'm gonna probably go ahead and save it for when we have a larger audience because it's kind of funny. It's kind of indicative of where the Lakers are right now in summer league. So yeah, same old one. Lakers down big again. Yeah, so I heard FL24. That's yeah, that was believe me, my emails have been lighting up in regards to that. Nice to see he's been doing something with his hands. Would be nice if he actually, more shots on the basketball court as far as in practice, instead of taking more shots in multiplayer Call of Duty. Bronny, that's over you. You didn't even put a hand up. My gosh. Where do I source my posters from? Most of the ones that you see behind me, because I used to run a game store back in 2007, 2008. So these are actual first run posters. These were all leftovers because our store had so much game store paraphernalia always being sent in. I used to run a Game Crazy, which at that time was the number two store behind GameStop. So we got sent a whole bunch of merchandising, but we had a smaller store. I managed two different stores, but those one I mainly managed was smaller, so I couldn't fit a whole bunch of the stuff that they were sending me. So we would always just say, "Hey, you know what? Instead of throwing it out, does anybody want it?" And my employees or my favorite customers were getting stuff like that left and right. And as far as the merchandising materials, they were all sending free. And then, of course, as you see, I got the ones myself. But I know a lot of these posters that you see behind me. They are available on the internet through Etsy. They can recreate them for you. Yeah, but FL24, they were tied so much into Hollywood Video. It was a matter of time. I mean, they were so ineptly run from the inside as far as how they were trying to do things. They were just trying to go big. They gave away a lot of deals and just threw away a lot of profit down the toilet from both their video. They would give all these free rentals and all that stuff, and it's just like, my God. There were some people I talked to that worked the system and the coupon system that had paid for any rentals on the Hollywood side for months. So it was like, that's all revenue. So yeah, and what can you say? It's all digital market, and so if Hollywood's going to go down, I mean, if Blockbuster was going to go down, Hollywood was going to go down with it. So changing of the times. Yeah, you can get any of these posters on Etsy, remade for you. Intel, you back in Vegas, man? What's up? Give me a shout out, man. I'll come see you. Hey, Ruff, don't blame me, man. Blame T-Mobile. I went away from Cox Cable because they jacked up their rates on me like a couple months ago. I mean, they jacked them up. I've been a customer with them for 20 years, and they rewarded me by jacking me up by like $70 a month in 1 month that they jacked it up. And I was like, hell no. So I switched over to T-Mobile, and yeah, rough hardest. I swapped out the modem, hoping that does the thing. Probably not. But at least T-Mobile's like, not only I'm saving over $1,000 a year, but they like to when I had all my issues and I told them how mad I was, man, they just like, we're just going to we give her free internet, dude, for a couple months. I'm just like, okay. Yeah, rough artists. I mean, you could get a lot of movie posters, but now they can just recreate them for you on Etsy. But it's not quite the same thing. Having the originals is always the better, especially movie posters. But yeah, it's really cool. I framed those. I had them just lying around, and then I about 10 years ago, before I moved into this office, I was just like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and frame some of these. And I really like the way they looked when I went to the store and got some frames for them. So um, yeah, just these are some of my favorite games I've played over the years. So that's why they mean something to me. Yeah, Enos. Yeah, Darren, I saw it. So yeah, I saw it. So I just Enos Cantor. It's just I think a lot of with him is just the fact that he can no longer play in the league. Well, best buffet is for me still the Palms. Although I do want to give a sandwich update. I did try Togo's yesterday for the first time. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I've not been to a Togo's, so they just came in the Las Vegas area. So yeah, they're pretty good. I would put them top five. No, FL24, because the one I want to go ahead and upgrade to, that's like I want to get something that's going to last me 10 years. I don't want to get I don't want to go to like get $700-800 one. That's not going to get me, that's not going to, it's going to be obsolete here in 2-3 years. I want to make sure when I upgrade, I'm going to spend something that's real nice. probably get me something with like an i7, at least current edition, the 14th edition, which is the most current, or maybe an i9. Get something like that. That's what I'm saving up for. So probably get. I'll settle for 32 gigs of RAM. I would like to get 64, and then the video card. I think is. I know everybody's saying the 4060 is all right. I'd like to see if I get a 4070, 4080. I'm gonna do something nice. That's gonna last a while. I don't have to worry about it. I bought this one over 12 years ago, so that's a good question. I like the prices with Costco, to be honest with you. I got this one 12 years ago at Costco. So I want to say I'm looking right now. I know Skynet has some ones, but let me see. I can go right now. Let me check. I know Dell's okay, but I probably would. I'm looking at the one I'm looking at is 24.99. It's one I'm currently targeting, unless I get talked into something different. Um, where is it? It is. That tells you how bad this game is if I can look up Costco. Um, oh, Cyber Power. Cyber Power has a nice one that's on sale right now for about 23. i9 with the GeForce RTX 4080. The hard drive space, as you guys know, are not that big of a deal because you can always get a get an external hard drive on it, and there you go. But yeah, let me. I'm gonna put it in here. I'm gonna put it in the chat. There you go. I'm gonna put it in the chat there. I don't know if it should come up for playback. Did it come up for playback? Yeah, there it is. Okay, that's the one I'm looking at. Let's see. No, you missed nothing, Darren. Bronny got beat twice. He stepped the ball. He stepped out of bounds on taking a three. Yeah, Tokus is pretty solid. Yeah, yeah. I had the triple dip. I wanted to try as my first time there, so I wanted to try their meat. So I tried we shared the triple dip, and it was pretty good. It's pretty good. Uh, that's my goal right there. Good rebound, Connect. Oh wow, that is not an advisable shot, but we'll take it. Yeah, I've worked with Macs in the 90s and the 2000s. I'm not in love with Macs for what I need to do. Also, gaming wise, I just think if I go back to doing reviews or doing streams on gaming, I think I would be harder pressed to be able to do so on a Mac. Um, I know video wise, it doesn't really, obviously Macs are pretty easy to use with as far as any video related software. Uh, but yeah, I've just been weaned on Windows for so long. I worked on Macs throughout the 90s when I was working in a special effects company. So it's not unfamiliar to me. I just been a Windows guy for the past 25 years. So not 20 years, 20 years, excuse me. So yeah, Darren, his defense is weak. Rodell sent me an email saying that you guys don't talk about Rodell's defense. I've been I've been arguing with this Joe because I know Joe doesn't really care about Connect's defense. All he cares is that he can shoot, make corners. But I just trying to communicate to him that it's now a different time in the league because those guys that could just do one thing like shoot the three. You look at Davis Bertans and Landry Shamet. I mean, what, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, they got nice big contracts because people were just valuing how well they could shoot, and they couldn't do anything else. They couldn't rebound, play defense, handle the ball, pass the ball, couldn't do anything else but shoot. But they were given nice contracts. Well, both those guys are now out on the street right now because this league has evolved into something more specialized, more skilled. And if you're not able to go ahead and utilize even passably one skill, more than one skill, you may find yourself not in the league very long. And with Dalton, he can shoot really well. I think the his playmaking is getting a little bit better. He feels and looks more comfortable out there. You just saw him shoot the three, very easy, just coming off transition there. So yeah, but his defense, Darren, his defense is not passable right now. It's pretty bad, and it has to get better. And that's something that, if 'cause I'm going to be honest with you guys, I said it before in just loose conversations on this show. I think it would be in our best interest for him to progress. He's not there now, but it would be in our best interest to progress to the point where he could be a starter for the Lakers sooner rather than later and have Austin come off the bench. That would be my preference. But if he can't play defense, even at a passable level, then yeah, all bets are off. And right now, if you can't guard, if you can't guard summer league guards, that's the issue. I'm okay on Alienware. I'm not. I know when I would go to CES and I talk to a lot of people that are there, Alien, because I see them all the time, and I've talked to reps there over the years at CES. It's I could l I'll take a look at it. That's a good suggestion. Thank you. Thank you, FL24. That's I'm gonna ta I'll take a look at that. I'll see if I can look and put something comparable and see what that does to me. Uh, but when I get a new computer, I really wanna do it right. I think everybody out there, when you buy a computer, you want it to last a decade. You don't want to go ahead and have to buy one every 3 to 4 years. Laptops, I seemingly have to buy 4 to every 3 to 5 years. That's what I'm doing at this rate now. I've got a laptop that I use when I went to Hawaii or when I go on a vacation, go portable, that is, slower than molasses now, and I'm gonna have to and that I only bought 4 years ago. So it's just yeah, I don't wanna do that for desktops. I wanna do that I wanna actually have something nice that I'm gonna be able to last and run this channel for you guys a long time. Now, the internet, I may have to go back to Cox Internet at some point in time, but I'm going to give T-Mobile a little bit more of a chance because they're trying everything they can to get me to stay. I mean, I feel loved with T-Mobile. Cox, I went there. Now, get this story, guys. I went there and to Cox Internet saying, "Hey, I've been with you guys 20 years. I'm thinking about going to T-Mobile." They just said, "Okay, well, you're just a new customer though when you come back. No worries." So you just want me to yeah, just return your modem. That's okay. Enjoy. It's like, "You're not doing anything price-wise to save me?" "No, not really." I mean, you guys always tried to do that in the past. You don't wanna save me now? You don't wanna reduce my rate? No? Okay. It's alright. Okay. Oh, Moses Brown. Yeah, that's why Darren, he has played for 5 or 6 NBA teams. He's not up to Wenyen Gabriel numbers, but he's not that far off. He's 7'2". That's why he still gets a sniff every now and then. Remember, the Lakers picked up Trent Forrest and Moses Brown after the California Classic last week. That could be the best play that Maxwell Lewis has made all summer long right there. Battle of backup big men. Yeah, Kurt, he had a couple games with the Clippers that you thought he had like a couple double doubles, Kurt, if I remember correctly, with the Clippers that you're thinking maybe he has a chance. Like you said, over the OKC as well. Maybe this guy has a chance, and he gets buried, and his deficiencies start to stick out. He's terrible. His three, if anybody has seen his free throw form, it is terrible. I saw it live the other day. I was like, "Oh my god." When Bismack Biyombo could teach him how to shoot free throws, that's bad. Oh, Bronny, oh, Bronny. I knew a shooter and Bronny was his name. When he took a three, it was always the same. Good one, Darren. That's a good one. It's actually FL 24 more comfortable right now than it was last week. Last week was a bad week. It rained over the weekend and it's cooled thing off to about 105, 107. So that's like that's I don't want to say tolerable, but it's okay. It's those 115, 118, 119 days like we had last week. Those are the miserable days. But yeah, it rained over the weekend and it kind of cooled things off a little bit. Well, that's awesome rebounding. Not. Man, that's pathetic. Hey guys, let me give you a site on YouTube. I think you need to see this. I was sharing this amongst the email crew earlier this week, and I got to show you this. Let me get off coaching. You guys might have seen this already if you're into good sites, but let me see. I'll give you the last one. He's done profiles on Bronny in all of his summer league games. It is awful coaching. I don't know if you're familiar with the channel Awful Coaching, but I'm going to go ahead and post it on. Yes, Kurt. Kurt would know. Kurt would know. Yes, it is awful coaching. Yes. It is hilarious. It is hilarious. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I know. It's wondering why that's the case. I'm having a feeling it is my internet. I'm seeing how many bars. It looks like I have 5 bars. I don't know why. He's got 3 actually, Kurt, out there. He did 1 on his first game. He did 1 on his next game at the California Classic as well. He's done 3 videos on Bronny. It is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. He is not wrong. He is not wrong, Kurt, at all. He is absolutely not wrong. And by the way, I felt 24. I have bookmarked the Alienware, so I'm going to take a detailed look at it tonight. I appreciate it again, but yeah, I he is actually right. It's over the top, Joe Soros style, but it is actually legit. It actually is really legit how he approaches it. That's a good rebound by Bronny. Let's be positive here, like yesterday. Let's be positive. See, on playback, Kurt, I am crystal clear. I don't understand why it's giving me such a distorted view on let me on play. Maybe because it's blown up because I'm the only one here. Oh, I know JSJ. You know me. We can't. We just did that. Well, our intention was, despite my internet, was to do something like that. Maybe we'll do it again. I would like to do it again. I know that you guys got a real big kick out of Chip and Biff. However little time Biff was on the screen, but yeah, we're gonna tell the truth as we see it. I mean, I was there for the last game, and I heard people groaning when Bronny was taking those threes. People were just groaning and then laughing. The laughing is the part that I feel that's hurtful, because he's just a kid. He's just you gotta I know he's just trying to work out a lot of things, but man, he hears it. In that arena, you can hear the heckling and the laughing in the Thomas and Mack. Yeah, tell me about art. See, that's what Maxwell Lewis can do well is drive. Yeah, Bronny, you got to play better defense than that. Come on, that's a bad shot. That is a bad shot connect. I know. Right, JSJ. Next day, Bradley. Oh, come on, Lakers. Show some hustle. Get the rebound at least. Ah, he's feeling it today. Good for Lewis. He's playing for his very job. Oh, it's a good block by Connect. There you go. What's up, Eric? Yeah, Moses was he did have his moments. I will give him that. He did have his moments. Yeah, Kurt, I got a chance to take a look at it as well, but I got once I started looking at Bronny's videos, I took a look at his past ones and I saw one from Ham on Darvin Ham last year. But yeah, Joe's hairs look good, just Chip. Yeah, it took him a while to get that. It is nice to see him having a good game, but if it takes you what he had one good stretch to start off the California Classic. He had a second half after he'd missed 18 straight shots, which was good, and that's been it up until now. So it's got to be more consistent. And his second year, these guys in their second year are experienced. They should be dominating. Him and Castleton should be dominating, and they're not. I'm just glad to see him finally playing well right now. Yeah, but the only thing, Kurt, is He's a project, yeah, but do we have the space now for projects since, Rob Pelinka has, really done a bang up job with the roster, pinning us against the second apron and no available roster spots to bring anybody in. Do we have a player development coach or program yet? I don't the was St. Jean they hired last week, who was with the Lakers before previously in 2020. I do not know. They've not announced anyone as far as officially making it on there. That's great, Darren. He's making a munch in warm-ups. Bronny yesterday, I got sent the video on Bronny in practice yesterday. Looks great in practice. Give it to me in the game. We're gonna have to make choices on some of these guys, and one of those guys is Maxwell Lewis. Do you want to continue to go ahead and oh God, Bronny. Good Lord. Another basket for Boston. Timeout. That's great that yeah, JSJ. I agree with all you guys as far as getting new players in, things of that nature. But unless when we have a GM that's absolutely uh, pinned himself against the wall and actually had to go ahead and grovel back to LeBron to take a pay cut, uh, how are we going to get it big? How are we going to get these players? We have to trade these players, and now all these rosters are filling up so that you can't move your players without waiving. Exactly, Kurt. Exactly. But man, if you're trying to get some space so you can get a better player in here, make your moves now. Get the players, get the dead weight off your team now, not yesterday, not tomorrow, not next week. We're running out of spots. Charlotte doesn't have any more space. They just signed Seth Curry today. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to dump those players? The Cam Reddishes, the Maxwell Lewis's, the JHS's of the world. Where are you going to dump those players now? Is he actually? I'm assuming he's in Vegas right now, but my God, do something. This or otherwise, this is the roster we're taking to training camp. Well, that's an admission of guilt, JSJ. If Rob has to move someone and attach picks along with it, that's an admission that he screwed up. And GMs don't like to admit they screwed up. That's why I loved it when Sam Presti said, "You know what? Gordon Hayward was a miss for us. That was my bad, and that was a miss." I thought that was really refreshing. What's up, Joe? Yeah, it is too late. It is too late, Joe. There's no available spots unless you're going to give them all to Philadelphia. But I don't think Philadelphia wants them. Oh, that's just it's a simple lob. It's an air ball. Stop shooting the ball, Bronny. No, Eric, I was saying because Philadelphia, if you look at the roster, they still have open roster spots left. They're one of the few teams left that has available open spots that the Lakers could send players to free up spots to get better players on their roster. Because Philadelphia has what, like 12 on our roster right now since they signed Lowry. I think it's like 12 or 13. Um, but I don't think that Philadelphia would want our junk, the Cam Reddishes, the Jackson Hayes, Christian Woods of the world. Yeah, Kurt, it will, and I'll make sure I see it. I hope it is, Darren. But the problem is, they showed me the picture yesterday of him making shots. He's just so casual. He does as you know, Wessel. One thing awful coaching does really well is they point out his effort on both ends of the floor. His hands are down on defense. On offense, he's just not running the lanes, and when he shoots it, it's a matter of form and effort. And I just it looks like he's just so casual. Like he understands, hey, I'm here, got a guaranteed contract. My dad's on the team. I ain't got no worries. But he's not getting pushed to get better, I don't think. I want him to get pushed to get better. See, with guys connect right there, giving up the three. You got to go ahead and be closer, be tighter on them. Handle. Yeah, that's one thing he does have to work on a little bit better. Handle. Oh, I'm coming, Joe.
I still can't get a video on here.
I don't know why that's so weird. Yeah, and you have to ask for permission each and every time, even though you are you're a member. That's why. Let me change your role.
I've
Know
deleted
your
the account a
role.
couple times. Now it's the one I want.
Okay, I've made you a creator. Know your role and shut your mouth. The Lakers are down 16 again, Joe.
Yeah, that video you sent a few days ago showing how the effort was just, I mean, his effort alone would warrant a sit down. But when you let a player, when an entitled player like Bronny James, you give an entitled person already the room to do what they want, and there are no repercussions. They're going to take advantage of it. Naturally, that's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have an excuse anymore to not criticize his effort. His effort is trash.
You can see it, Joe. It's right there.
Yeah.
You know what? With his dad in Abu Dhabi right now, you know what I'd do? I'd sit him down. I'd sit him down. I'd have him say, you know what? I'm benching you. You're awful. I don't care what Rob says. If I'm Dane Johnson, I'd say, you know what? I'm going to have the balls to bench you. Because you know what? Even if you fire me, I'm going to get a job somewhere around the league because I'm the guy who benched Bronny James.
No, you're gonna. If I was wanting to teach him a lesson, you wait till the real NBA players are playing, and you're gonna see destruction. You're
We're
gonna
seeing
see
it now,
destruction
Joe.
like you haven't seen in a long time. I'm telling you right now, man. If I'm a coach, I'm playing the Lakers, and that kid is in that lineup for any amount of minutes, he is done. He is going to get exploited. There's no way that guy's going to play when it matters. If he does, everyone should be fired. I mean, everyone.
I'd be tearing him in a new one. The effort, the lack of effort is just terrible. And they got out rebounded, out efforted. Yeah, this is just a sad team. If Dane Johnson, man, you got a feel for the guy, but you're not coaching. I don't know what you're doing out there. If you're just being like the Jason Kidd, I'm just watching like all the rest of you guys. It's bad. Yeah, right, Eric. It's like getting ugly very fast. It's not good. It's a bummer, Joe. You guys get a chance to check out Awful Coaching on YouTube. Just type in Awful Coaching Bronny. And I think you guys will see it. Yeah, it is like over the top, Joe, a little bit like Joe Soro does, but it is effective. He does point things out that make you say, you know what? He isn't getting it done. He isn't doing it right. Eric, there is no roster spot open, and there are running out of roster spots around the league where you can jettison your trash to in order to go ahead and free some space up to get some better players on the roster. Because Rob does not want to give up second round picks for some of this trash, because that would mean he made a mistake. Yeah, JSJ, they put all their eggs in one basket. You're right, and look what happened. They thought they're going to get Klay Thompson. Again, I don't know how much Klay Thompson would have moved the needle if we did get him. We'll see. I mean, in Dallas, how is his defense going to be? If his defense really has fallen off a cliff, maybe we'll be glad we didn't pick him up. So. Let me set it up for after the game, and we'll also talk about Team USA, everyone. Team USA with the victory earlier today in Abu Dhabi. Anthony Davis, again, best player on Team USA. Did you get a chance to see any highlights from the game earlier today, Joe?
What was that?
Did you get a chance to see Team USA earlier today? Any highlights?
Not really. No, my days are starting to get a little crazy.
No worries, man. No worries. AD, big reason why. So, once again.
Wait a minute. Did something happen to Trudell?
Why? This is the NBA TV feed that you're watching. I'm gonna check. I don't see anything new on him. I know he writes for NBA.com. I saw him writing an article the other day on Dalton Connect on NBA.com. Why do you ask?
I feel bad for pieces. Surely you do, but at least now you can do the podcast without having to be politically correct. It definitely looks petty and lame as hell on the Lakers' part. I will greatly miss Trudell, though. Yes, he tends to portray everything about it, but wait, what happened?
He's at the game. He's at the game, Joe. He's talking about the Lakers. He's just said just talked about 12 minutes ago. in regards to Maxwell Lewis. Did he get fired?
I don't know.
Because
I just
he's
read this
reporting on the game.
Lakers.
Yeah, he's at the game.
Weird.
Mike, anyone who hears growing the season between Mike Trudell and Pete, because they do the Lakers Film Room podcast together.
Jesus, Taj Gibson is still playing? I thought he died.
Yeah, I don't see that they got rid of him or anything. I know that him and Pete don't get along all the time, but he is still reporting on the game, Joe, right now. And he's still listed as Lakers reporter on Twitter. Yeah, I don't know. If he got fired, no one has told him yet because he's still reporting at the game.
Why is Bronny still starting?
That's what I was saying.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said bench him. If he's got guts, bench him.
No, you didn't.
Shut up. I did.
I just said it.
You even commented on it. Yeah, Taj Gibson still finding a place in this league. It's funny, Eric. Absolutely. But hey, Charlotte could use a guy like that too, with all the guys on their roster, all the kids on their roster. Plus, they gave all that money to Miles Bridges when, with all of his legal troubles, I'm not sure many teams would have given him that, even anywhere near that kind of money. Oh, Dalton, that was a bad pass.
Huh? 9:30.
So you're saying he left the LFR, the Lakers Film Room podcast? Okay. Yeah, I stopped listening to that show a couple months ago. I don't listen to it off season.
What show?
That one. He left the Lakers Film Room. That's what he did. He didn't leave the Lakers, or he's still the Lakers official reporter.
Why did he get the ultimatum from the Lakers? They don't talk smack about us, or quit.
Well, no, because Pete also works, I believe, for the Lakers as well. They both are Lakers employees. Or is Trudell actually paid by Spectrum?
Nice pass, James.
Levine and Vucevic for D'Lo, GHS.
Not enough money, Daniel.
And you need picks.
I want 2 first-round picks.
The Lakers need the picks, not Chicago, but Chicago will ask for the picks. There you go. That's better. Nice and smooth, even when he didn't have his feet together. Good shot. All right. Now, what are you going to do with it, Bronny? Look up. There you go. Come on. And nothing. And blocked.
He exposed the ball too early.
Yeah, he did. On a 7-footer.
He should have stopped and then let him pass him by. And those are the little things he'll learn. Why are they slapping his hand as if he did a good thing?
And another air ball by Bronny. All right, since Joe's here, I will tell the story. So I got offered comps to go to this game free, Joe. I just said, and I was when I was asked, they said, hey, "You want to go to the game today?" I said,
Who's they?
Well, I asked my daughter if she wanted to go with me because she went with me to the first game, and her response was, "I've seen Bronny for one game. I've seen enough." Yeah. I could not find anybody else wanted to go for free to go see Bronny.
Who's giving you the tickets?
I can't. That's a confidential source, my friend.
Are you serious?
Yes. Journalistic integrity, my friend.
Hold on. Maxwell Lewis is going to the basket.
And a break.
Wow.
But yeah, I couldn't even get people to go ahead and watch him free. So I was like, oh well. Although I'm kind of glad I would have had to go ahead, park, go in about 105-degree temperature, walk up about half a mile into the arena, go up there, sit somewhere. Actually, the seats aren't too bad today. It was crowded last game. Could have gotten a decent seat today from what I'm looking at right now. Lower level. Because they're just general admission seats. Are they I thought Pete worked for the Lakers, Kurt. I know they're on Blue Wire, Kurt, but that's who houses there and who pays them is through Blue Wire. But because I've met with the folks from Blue Wire before. I thought no, my source is not Genie. Yeah, I think Genie just has to listen to our show for about 10 minutes. I can definitely tell you it's not a source. But I thought Pete was working in the film department for the Lakers. I thought he had been hired to work with them. I could be wrong on that one. Or does he work freelance for them? Oh, he used to. Okay. So they got chewed out about the Dan Hurley issue. Oh, so they did a Ramona Shelburne on Pete Zayas. Oh, okay. How petty. That's pretty petty. That tells you, Kurt, all you need to know right there. But that's from what your sentence is. That tells you all you need to know about which is better, a better opportunity. Because if he gets enough on page, I guess Kurt says on YouTube, they offered Pete Zayas a choice to stay with the Lakers or do the Film Room podcast. He chose the latter, so he's independent now. That's why Trudell can't do the podcast because he's still with the Lakers. But what's his name is not with the Lakers. The other guy, the third guy. You know who I'm talking about, Kurt. The other guy the one that Harrison, the one that lives up in Northern California.
So why did this happen?
I guess they had an issue over Dan Hurley. I guess according to the rumors, they got chewed out. According to Kurt, that they got chewed out because they called the Den early issue a saga. Yeah, Harrison Fagan. Yeah, he lives in Northern California. I don't think
Really?
he works for the Lakers.
Are these guys that petty and
I
censored?
guess so.
Scumbags.
Darius. Is Harrison just a guest on that show? I don't know. Again, I stopped listening to it. I only listen to it occasionally during the season. So you guys are more up on it than I am. I don't, to be honest with you, I deal so much with my Lakers podcast. I listen to general NBA podcasts way more than I do Lakers podcasts. I think just because they're my competition, I just don't find many of them interesting. Maybe that's the reason why I became their competition. But yeah, I don't listen to too many of it anymore. LFR was, pretty good. But yeah. Come on. Get that ball, Castleton. And he stepped out of bounds. I'm actually glad I didn't go to the game. Because there would be Celtics fans in there rubbing it in my face right now. Because I'm going to be going in there with Lakers gear on or my Lakers fast break shirt, and they would just, yeah. I'm glad I avoided today's game.
If it wasn't for Connect, I think they'd still be at 15 points.
Well, Lewis was hot early. He actually is having a decent game for once, even though that defense was just terrible. Right there, it's the Matador defense. And he got saved by Moses Brown. There you go. Good play by Connect. I'm just looking at Bronny with his hands down all the time. Just like his response would be, yeah, just waiting to play some Call of Duty. Yeah, that was better, Darren. I like that. Again. So what if Bronny, Joe, won the corrupt celebrity gaming tournament instead of the Call of Duty gaming tournament?
What if he what?
Won the corrupt celebrity gaming tournament.
If he won the corrupt,
because he won the Call of Duty. That's what everybody was talking about in emails.
I would sit with him and congratulate him and say, you should be doing this instead of playing in the NBA. And then, of course, he'd probably go tell his daddy, and his daddy would be like, we want Joe out of Vegas. And then I'd be like, I'm going to call a couple of my friends, Mr. LeBron James, and then we'll see who belongs in Vegas. Corrupt will be bigger one day than a lot of things.
I hope so. I hope so, my friend. Nice. Again.
Telling you, man, Connect has it.
Not defensively yet.
He's amazing on defense.
You almost said that with a straight face.
It's kind of hard to play defense when no one else on that team should be playing in the NBA.
Gather. There you go. All right. Everybody gives the what's the traditional or what's the new saying? Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's F and go.
Yes, let's F and go.
Go where?
That's off Celtics. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's off the Celtics.
Would you sign Precious Achua? That is a good question, JSJ,
Who?
because Precious Achua,
No.
because he is still out there.
No.
6'9" player, forward center, can stretch the
No.
floor. No?
No.
But as Eric says, we don't even have a roster spot. We can't do it. He'll most likely sign back with New York because they need a big after they gave up Hartenstein. Oh, let me keep on looking for that picture of AD. I want Braun. There you go. AD. What a good AD picture from today. There's Xbox's Mark's boy, Josh Giddey, earlier today.
What about him?
Oh no, I'm just trying to get a JPEG for the show, for our after show. We'll go because we're going on the air after the game.
I got a call at 9:30.
You do?
Yeah.
All right.
It shouldn't take long though.
Want to do a 10?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do 10. All right. You heard that, everybody. We're doing 10. I'll schedule it if I can find a good picture. Yeah, see, Mike Trudell's still working for the Lakers. Just again, it's just Lakers film roll looks like. So
What?
Oh, I'm just saying Mike Trudell's still working for the Lakers. Because remember, it was unclear what was going on. But yeah, it's just Lakers film room he doesn't work with anymore. Oh, good steal by Dalton. Nice pass.
I thought his defense sucked.
That guy threw it to him. That was a bad pass.
I thought his defense sucked.
It does, Joe. Let's be honest. It does. You don't want to watch him play one-on-one defense right now. It's not pretty. Oh, I forwarded you that email from Rodell, by the way, his response back.
Why?
Because it was meant for you. Because I sent him a response back on what he talked about with me.
I don't pay attention to Rodell. I don't pay attention to Rodell.
He decided not to respond to my correct comments on that issue. So
yeah.
So he decides, okay, well, if I can't prove Gerald wrong, I'm going to go after Joe. So that's the thing.
Yeah. When am I wrong? I'll tell you when I'm wrong. When I'm a homer to the Lakers. That's when I'm wrong. When I pick them to win series against Denver the last 2 years, that's when I've been wrong. All of a sudden, Vanderbilt and Gabe Vincent are supposed to be saviors to the team, just like Trevor Ariza was in 2022. The amount of delusion is starting to get to epidemic proportions.
I found one. AD, good. Oh, don't do that to me. There you go.
When Kobe, when they do Kobe pictures with him with a snake, they need to start putting the black mamba in there instead of pythons and black snakes. Black mamba is black. They call it the black mamba because its mouth is black, not because of its exterior.
Do you think they worry about little intricacies like that?
When you want something done correctly, yes, it's important you do that. Because why would you call someone the black mamba when there's a python in the picture? A black mamba is not a python.
All right, guys, it's summer league. No need to fight.
Guys, if you feel like you need to fight over a summer league game, I support it. At least you guys have energy. This team is deader than a freaking dead carcass.
So again, everybody, Joe and I will come back at 10 o'clock tonight for a snack pack.
Gotta love support. I sent a message out when, and they hasn't gotten one response yet.
Tech support?
Yeah.
Of course.
Having trouble? Get help from a real person. 30 minutes later, no support from a real person. Is the coach even coaching?
I don't think so. Again. Yeah, I'll see what's up, my friend. They played well, Aussie. I'll give them credit. They played with some heart. AD was a little bit too much for them, but yeah, your guys played with some heart today, Aussie. Good showing. Hopefully, you guys can go ahead and keep that momentum up and play well in Paris.
Yeah, the biggest focus for this team is not lose by 30.
Well, it's the same old thing. That today they did, they did their usual deal. Team USA took their foot off the gas pedal and just cruised. And whatever team that they're playing, they just lose their focus. And sometimes they get bit. Sometimes they lose when they do stuff like that. So that's what happened today, as far as just taking their foot off the gas. Oh, now they're playing with like double teaming and trapping. That's great. Now you're playing with some energy and heart. Connect is still in there. Wow. I don't know, Aussie. International ball is sometimes hard to predict. Joe's going to look as if he's the voice of reason once summer league is over. Laker Tom is going to hit that Coke hard.
The Coke? He's doing Coke now?
I don't know, Em. I'm not sure Bronny is the worst draft pick ever because JHS is on the team. So I think that's a worse draft pick because he was higher up in the draft. He was a first round pick. And we had so many other good players that we could have chosen instead. No, Aussie, it's been awful. He is. Oh, what is he got? He's got some free throws. Yeah, he's got nothing. He's got donuts. He's 0-4 and 0-3 from behind 3, Aussie. 3 rebounds, 1 assist.
This is actually his worst game.
Really?
Which is pretty bad.
Yeah, that's hard to
considering.
No, the 0 for 8 from 3 in the last game I think was worse. I think that was worse. I mean, I'm serious, Joe. They were laughing. There was groans. There was Russell Westbrook groans every time he took the 3 in the second half, and they were laughing. There was loud, audible laughter at him throughout the rest of that second half of that game. Honestly, I would love to be wrong. Joe would love to be wrong when in regards to these mistakes that they keep making, but
we're not wrong.
We're not wrong. That's the problem.
We're not going to be wrong on this. Sorry, folks.
Wow.
Anyone who says this guy's got potential is seriously dumb or completely in denial. And I'm still trying to wrap my head around how Stone had him 52 in the draft. I can't. I wouldn't have had him.
Have you asked him directly?
I have not. I would have had him. I don't even know if I would have had him in the top 100. Either this draft class was really that bad, or Stone has a different metric system.
I think I remember asking him, and that was his reasoning, was that this draft class is so bad. I think that was his reasoning.
I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think you're going to get a handful of good players out of this draft, which means it's not going to be one of the worst drafts.
Well, hopefully Dalton will be one of those players. That's interesting. They changed it up a bit. They had Dalton usually is out the second and fourth quarters until about 5 minutes in, and they actually had him playing the whole.
Dan, the Lakers fan, says he's he has high hopes. Whose ass is he kissing? LeBron?
Should talk to Empire
Lakers?
Jeff on that one.
I'm gonna talk to Jeff.
Yeah, because I mean those guys are buddies.
That's his boy. I'm gonna say, what the hell's wrong with your boy, man?
Aussie, if you ever get a chance, go to Awful Coaching on YouTube and just type in Bronny James. He has like several videos on Bronny James already, and he'll have one on this game for Bronny James. Think coaching, but in a Joe Soro style. You'll love it. I think you will love it. Yeah, if you just type this on YouTube, it'll come right up. Awful Coaching Bronny.
It should just say Awful Bronny.
Well, yeah, but it's YouTube.
Because there's no Red Auerbach can come back from the dead, and Phil Jackson could be his assistant, and he'd still stink.
Hinson has never seen a shot he hasn't liked. I'm glad he made it, though. Oh, you coming to Vegas in October, Aussie? Hit me up, man. I'd love to see you.
I might have to take a trip to Vegas if Aussie's coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Darren, 55 is a flyer. As I say before, 9 of the last 10 55 picks haven't made in the league. So the odds are against him. That's for sure. Why would you give him a 3? Most likely, they're a 4-year guaranteed contract. I understand it's a team option, but are they really going to piss off LeBron? So
you have the there. What's LeBron going to do? Say $1 million bucks?
what'd you say? I'm sorry. Your internet kind of.
No, it was your internet.
It was my internet.
Yeah.
Okay. You got tickets to the Warriors game. In LA. All right. Nice, Aussie. Yeah, I'd love to see you, Aussie, if you get a chance. Just hit me up on email, then maybe we can work it out with Joe and I seeing you. Either Joe see you in SoCal, or I will see you in Vegas, or maybe together. So let us know. Love to see you. Hey, Hernan. You go, Hernan.
What exactly? What high hopes is going to materialize here? Where are they fishing that out of their ear?
There you go. Yeah. Caesars. But Caesars is not big. Fashion show. I think I would send her to fashion show or Town Square, because Town Square is outdoors, but in October it'd be nice weather around then. They're all on Las Vegas Boulevard. There's 2 outlet malls as well, one on each side of the strip. But if it all depends on your budget and what you have spent. She wants to go to real nice shops. I would probably say fashion show, even above Caesars, because Caesars is not that big of as far as a shopping area. Fashion show mall is actually bigger, but with a lot of nice places to go and shop.
Well, one show with Dan, the Laker fan, and he'll be hating me.
See, that's the thing, Joe. I don't want to. I'm not saying I'm trying to defend him, man, but he's created. I mean, look at how many followers he's had.
I don't give a damn who he has. At some point, we're going to dust him in followers, so it doesn't matter to me.
That's hard. I mean, even no matter how many followers I get, I still I cannot not tell the truth to you guys out there. It's like I cannot cater to, just because I have 20, 30, 40,000 followers, that I have to change the whole way I speak to my audience. And I hope that's not the case for him, but I've
hope a lot.
I've not spoken to him directly, but I've seen him, now and then. He seems like a very bright individual.
I don't like anybody.
I know you don't like anybody, but
I like no one.
You don't even like me.
And I don't like no one talking nonsense. I have my best friends who will talk nonsense and they'll hear it, let alone someone I don't know.
All right.
Nonsense. Bronny James being an NBA player. Give me a freaking break.
Come on, Douglas. Nothing political, please. Come on, man. You know better than that. I don't want anything political.
What did Douglas say?
It's the usual.
What did he say?
What do you think?
What is he blaming George W. Bush for?
No,
Iraq?
he's talking about the candidate he's going to support later this year.
Oh, cool. Let's talk about that.
That's not. I'd rather not.
I bet you're an earshot from hearing that.
Oh my god. Maybe I'll lend an ear on that one. There you go. Yeah. Hey, you guys vote who you want to vote for. I'm more than happy to just
Gerald,
forward
don't
to
tell
you
me who to
guys
vote
as
for.
far as that. I said you guys vote for who you want to vote for. So I don't care. It's up to you. That's why this country is so great, because you can choose whatever path you want. I just would rather keep the political stuff off our channel from both left and right, because I know Jamie likes to do that stuff too, and I'd rather not.
Will you spare us the PC babble already? Jesus.
No, I'm not going to spare the PC babble. It's my damn channel. I want to talk and pick on Bronny James, for goodness sake.
I don't want to even think about that guy.
Dalton got beat again. Yeah, see, I call it like I see it, because that's just it just does not, I don't know, it just does not feel good when you say something that you're trying to uh, cater yourself to a specific audience. It's just not real. There you go, Darren. That's the spirit. All right, we'll take that.
Good job, Darren. I don't know what you did, but good job.
He said no politics, no religion, and just a little sex.
When the hell do we talk politics and religion in here, anyways?
It seeps in every now and then. Why is Bronny this bad? Because he's a guy who only played a handful of college games, Joe, and you throw him out there. He's 6'1.5" with a bad jump shot.
Yeah, no good.
I hope they're going to play Dalton the next game, because they played him the entire second half. I hope that doesn't mean that they're going to sit him down the next game.
Why the hell would they sit him down?
I don't know. Why would you play him the entire second half of this game?
Why not? So he can get run.
Well, he was getting run before. He was playing 30
What,
minutes
he
before.
soft?
If he guess he felt good enough to play, so.
Hold on.
One-on-one. ISO. And Bronny hit a leaner. There you go. That might be his best shot of Summer League. That might be his deepest shot of Summer League. My God, these guys are chest bumping, getting all excited, and they're still down by 10. Well, Darren, he's not even at that average yet. He's only at 2 points.
Aussie, that's a good point, but it's too basic because there's also a crowd that purposely is outlandish that are doing the same thing. And I want it to be very clear that we aren't those people either. We aren't not posting a rosy situation because we want to create that anger and drama so people will watch and hate. No. If you dislike how we say things, that's actually a you problem. If you dislike, let's say, someone who keeps getting brought up like a Skip Bayless is a hack. He's made his career being a hack. We are not that guy. I'm not doing this. I want the Lakers to be smart and make good calls and play good basketball, win championships. And if they did those things, I would be just as adamant to explain how good they are versus how bad they are now. It's going to be very difficult for anyone to really argue with us because how do you argue with someone who watches every game and analyzes every game? If we're telling you this stuff and we're watching the games and spending 2 hours, 3 hours a day after explaining what's going on, how the hell are you not going to listen to us? And if these guys are all doing the same thing we are in terms of watching the games, and yet they're still delusional, then they're only two ways. They're either really dumb, or they're faking it, or they're in denial, trying to kiss ass so that they have good thoughts online in case they get promoted by the Lakers in the future or something like that. I think the popular term is selling out. But I also don't want to have to keep explaining myself. I think it starts to get redundant. I want someone to explain to me why Bronny James is going to be a good player in the NBA. I have yet to have anyone give me a reason. The only every time I see him on defense, he sucks. Drop when he's supposed to. Doesn't know how to get in front of the screen. What exactly are? What does that mean? That's again not really. You might see one good play and then you automatically say, "Well, he's got good defensive instincts." No, he doesn't have good defensive instincts. Doesn't have good anything. He's too short, can't shoot, can't really play defense, doesn't have the lateral quickness, doesn't close out on the 3-point shot very well. And even if he did, he's too short, can't block shots, can't get to the rim, afraid to go to the rim. He could have got a lot of points during that video you sent, G, if he had just gone to the rim, but he's scared because he doesn't want to miss layups. Where have you heard that before?
I'll just hustle. Just hustle. Just run the lanes.
Yeah.
If he just flat out run instead of jogged. Just ran
I want
the lane.
someone to explain to me how he's good. I want explanation. I want details. And I want you to show me in a video. Tell me where he's good at. Tell me. Tape don't lie, folks. Results don't lie.
You're in the results business.
When you're in the results business, there is no other discussion. Did you produce results? No. Then what are you good for?
Hernandez, Gustavo, he's having a great season. That was the best pickup for the Dodgers. I mean, yes, of course, the signing for Ohtani and all that, but man, that Hernandez signing, that's a big time value deal for you guys, Joe. I've said it all season, man. That's such a good sign. And he won the Derby, it looks like. So, yeah, congrats. What are you going to do about pitchers, though? That's the thing. Guys got a mash unit first. Yeah, you guys got a mash unit for starting rotation. Again, it seems like every year, I mean, you guys still manage to get 100 wins, but you always get your pitchers hurt when you guys need them the most.
I don't know what they're going to do. I really don't. There's nothing they can do at this point.
Bronny
they have 65. They have 65 more games to figure out if they're going to be able to have a 3-man rotation that you can rely on in the playoffs. And that's making sure that Yamamoto's healthy, making sure that Glasnow is healthy, and then you need a third guy. They do not have a third guy, and it's not going to be Kershaw.
They need to go shopping again. Every year they have to go shopping.
They have to go get a third starter. They have to go into the playoffs with 3 bona fide starters that can finish the playoffs. Otherwise, they will not make it. This is the most injured team. This is the most injured team they've ever had in the in the last.
No, I believe you. I believe you. I'm just.
They've been.
It always seems like their rotation gets hurt. So.
Yeah.
Even their say that is something.
Even their everyday players have been out. Muncy's been out. Mookie's out. It's been a very bad season for injuries. Well, we say that every year, Aussie, but you get hot in the playoffs and no one's really better. So we got Dodgers maybe can play the other role where they can actually not do as well in the regular season and then make a run in the playoffs at this point.
Well, Joe's got a call here in about 5 minutes, guys. We'll be back.
See you guys in 35 minutes.
Yeah, we'll be back in half an hour. I got it scheduled for 10. Another outstanding game by the Lakers, not as they get drubbed once again, 88-74. They're now 0-5 on the season in Summer League. So there you go. Enjoy them this week because they're not going to go to the postseason. They're not going to play any games beyond that, doesn't look like. So with that, it is, of course, the Lakers Fast Break. We'll be on at 10 o'clock here in about half an hour. And we're going to have lots of fun talking about Team USA. And we're going to be on the Lakers again for the lousy job they did against the Celtics right here on the Lakers Fast Break podcast. We'll be back in half an hour, guys.